Yeah.
That tracks.
Hey,
Bye.
welcome back to That Tracks with Eythen and
Carolyn.
happy spring.
Happy spring. Happy post St. Patrick's Day.
You recovered?
No. My organs are still kind of failing right now, and that's not.
It's
bad.
not St. Patty's Day if you don't go into minor organ failure.
Yeah, I've sort of been in organ failure since what's today?
Uh,
Okay. I guess this is February.
the Irish way.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. He's fine. We'll get him to a doctor.
No, but
It's a very special day here.
it's a very special day. There's someone else in the studio.
We got a guest today.
A guest on the studio.
On it?
In it. Prepositionals.
We're off to a great start.
No, I know. I'm feeling great.
Guys, you know her. You love her. If you don't know her or love her yet,
You will.
love at first listen /site. It's the one and
The
only
Shenba
Shenba Vairavan.
Hi. Hey, guys. How are you?
Shenba,
Great.
welcome to the pod.
Yeah,
Thank you for having me.
We're honored. We first met Shenba at the good old BCC
right.
doing yearbook K through 12 improvised.
Oh my God, that's true.
Yeah,
improvised.
That's a true
K through
thing.
12.
we were all together on that.
That was a crazy time.
Yeah.
That was, I think that was a year ago.
Yeah.
And I was on a 3-prov team, which does not exist anymore because the other two were dating and they broke up. And I had to respect that, so it doesn't exist anymore.
You know,
But-
Taylor's all his time in New York
No,
comedy.
and it happens because here's the thing: if you work all day and then you after work do your hobby / real career that you love, you don't really have time to like be a hinge warrior.
Yeah.
That like doesn't exist. So then what happens is you inevitably have a proximity crush on the people next to you. It
Yep.
happens to me often.
Same.
And then sometimes you date them because you have enough in common. And then after a while of dating, you're like, wait, we just took the proximity crush a whole 9 yards.
There's nothing else here.
There's nothing else here. And it happens. It happened to me for the first time recently. And I was sort of like, wow, I can't believe I fell for it. But also it's so inspirational that you can just hang out with someone enough and you think there's more here. I think that's beautiful.
That's the beauty of humanity.
Yeah.
shared
that's very
souls.
true. That's very true. A lot of experience there.
So yeah, we met doing this improvised K through 12 experience. You were main cast. I was a guest monologist the first time, and then Eythen was.
Yeah, and I was a guest. Did
Harvard
you say
monologist?
I would say monologist.
It's monologist.
Yeah, I'm
Clock.
sure.
Say whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's monologist.
What were you calling it?
I'll say whichever one.
Monologist. It's like a monogamous
Oh, you can do it. You got
a
it.
monogamous
Take 4. You got it. No, you're doing great.
a monogamous monogatorist. I move on.
Shenba, you want to give it a try?
A monogamous monologist?
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's funny.
love that.
That's great.
Yeah, feel free to play the piano.
Wait, would love.
Yeah, but do you play?
No, I was forced to take a class when I was younger. I was in 6th grade, and I was so bad at it after 3 months that I quit. Not even because I couldn't have gotten better. I was like, I won't put in the work. I don't enjoy this. This isn't fun for me. Then my sister continued to do it forever, and then is like a true pianist now.
Oh, wow.
But I was a quitter. I made it to Jingle Bells, and I went, no. The moment both hands had to play different notes, I was like, no, I'm not doing this.
So
I'm not doing this.
That was me with the flute. I tried the flute for like 7 weeks.
You tried the flute?
Yeah, I can play hot cross buns on the flute. I still have one. Wait, that could be our new. So we used to have a guitar up on this piano, and then every time we would get excited, it would fall down. It was a good bit until the guitar broke. But maybe we do the flute next.
The flute could be nice. I have my wooden spoons that we could bring there too.
Oh, great. A real ragtag band.
I know, right?
Okay, so Shenba, you are a comedian.
Thanks.
You are an actor. A writer. You're in a web series.
I guess that's true. But to me, like, it's really like Lizzie and I just pull out a camera and we're hanging out. I'm not sure that I can
Claim actor.
I mean, I want to. I really struggle to claim any of the titles the way that they're supposed to be claimed, except writer. I think I like truly feel.
Is writing your first art form? Like your bread and butter, your true.
Well, I think, yes. I started creativity because I wanted to be a novelist. So I started writing fiction. And I wrote fiction for a very long time. And feel very classically trained in it. And like that's what I did in college. And like had a lot of really great mentors. And even then I used to be very shy to call myself a writer. And then I had mentors be like, girl, pick your pussy up off the ground. Call yourself a writer. Stop wasting your time. Like even back then I used to, I have written, okay, let's knock on some wood. I am like I wrote a novel and the manuscript is being, I don't know, I could publish it, I could not publish it, whatever.
It's floating in the cloud.
It's floating in the cloud.
Yeah.
It's like, it's always something where I'm like, what if that's what I put my time into? What if that's like actually what I cared about? And it never happens. But when I was writing it, I initially pitched it as like, oh, this would be like a short story anthology. And then finally someone was like, you're being dumb. These are chapters. If you don't call them chapters, I'm not helping you. And I was like, okay, I'm a writer and these are chapters. And so I had to be forced to identify by that, like that, because I felt like I hadn't earned it. So I don't even feel close to, it's like at that point I've been writing for like 7 years and I didn't feel like I earned it. And I feel like I really struggle to think of myself as an actor because sometimes people put me in a video like that. Like I'm like not even close to earning it. Like
No, I can relate to that. I feel like imposter syndrome in the creative art forms because everything is subjective at the end of the day. And it's like, do you measure belonging by success? Do you measure it by dedication to the craft? Do you measure it by...
I would go so far as to say no, because there's so many people who are successful where it's like, you're a loser.
Yeah, you're not an artist at all.
Good at this. Like you're doing nothing of artistic integrity and I have no respect for you, but boy, are you famous.
Call them out. Call them out right here.
No.
Okay, here's your...
No, I won't be doing that.
I'll do it. Noah Beck.
Who's Noah Beck?
Keep up. Hype House, Nah. TikTok back in the day.
Yeah, I'm not.
Time ago.
It's like 8-year-old nachos.
Like,
but
Lil Huddy?
Yes.
Okay, I know Lil Huddy.
That's incredible. That was a great pull.
Thank you.
Cameron Dallas was in Mean Girls.
Who's that?
The Nash Greer era, Vine. These are like Vine thirst white boys.
Gotcha.
This girl from my high school, her claim to fame was that she hooked up with Nash Greer's little brother. It was big news.
Wait, was Nash Greer the Dobrik guy?
That's the man by the name of Dobrik.
No, but like in the Dobrik like group.
No.
Okay, that's Jason Nash, I think.
Yes.
Okay, I think I think that's that
We're
one.
great with pop culture here.
Yeah, we're trying.
Okay, so you're a writer and you're a comedian. I know you as a comedian. I know you as a stand-up and an improviser.
Right.
Yes.
You are in the group Zero Fox.
Yes.
Which
our group name is Zero. Our show today is Zero Fucks.
Oh, I see. I see.
And it's sort of our theme for the year, which is Zero Fucks. So that's how we're pitching a lot of our shows. And that's the name of the show we're doing in Edinburgh. So that's how we're raising money for.
Which Shenba's going to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, do the applause sound effect.
Shenba's
going to Edinburgh.
Cool. So we can't hear it, but it'll be on there.
They can.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, it's still going. We'll give it like a few seconds. That's great. And this is not your first time at Edinburgh.
No. So I went in 2023 because I was at Oxford the academic year before that. And their sketch comedy group was doing a show in Edinburgh. And they were like, you should go. And I was like, I don't know. And at the time, I was going to possibly move to DC or Boston and be a consultant because I was in love with someone. And I thought that is how the relationship would be the happiest. And like, I figured I could do comedy in those spaces. But if it seemed to be more serious, then we could cross that bridge when we got to it. And then my mom, goated mom moment, sort of sat me down and was like, hey, don't accept the consulting path just yet. Go to Edinburgh. If after a week of being there, you feel indifferent, then like, yeah. But if you feel like, oh, there's even a slight chance that it's worth that, try it for real. Because her other take, which might be right, but is that it's easier when you're younger to like like, I don't know, do all this. Which, like, maybe that's...
To chase your dreams?
Yeah, I think that's true. She's right. Like, if all of this really blows up in my face, like, oh, no, I'll just, like, get my MBA and then go, like, marketing.
Yeah.
The MBA is always there for you.
It is.
At 45. At 60.
Always there for me. When I'm 27 and I'm getting my MBA, it's because I didn't figure this out. It's because
You never got the K in your follower count.
No, exactly. I never did that. I never figured it out. I never got through the Instagram algorithm. Like, that's what happened. Even though I don't care. I don't care about that. But that is what I think it'll come down to a little bit. Yeah.
Speaking of, you're blowing up on TikTok. Go ahead and shout out the handle. Early plug.
Oh, my TikTok is USS_sadboy. And that's because in high school, that's what it was, because I was an A-push and I loved how they named ships.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Did you have a
US ship sad boy.
favorite ship?
No, it's USS, which is like in like wartime ships or like the US.
What is the S in the after the U and the S? What's the second S stand for?
No, like ships are like.
No, I know, but I'm wondering what the acronym stands for.
Oh.
US. Which
no, I don't think
States.
it stands for United States.
Ship. USS.
United States.
No, it
Super
doesn't
ship.
stand for United States.
Underwater.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Yo.
That's stupid. That's incredibly stupid. And
United
now that I know
States
that,
ship,
now
sad
that I
boy.
know that, no, but I don't think about it like an acronym. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of acronyms that are like they take on their own.
Like
meaning as a
J-Lo?
word. Yeah,
Or laser.
Like J-Lo. Is laser an acronym?
Yeah.
No way.
Light amplified.
Things like that.
That's
Like,
the other one. Yeah.
For me, USS is just like, and there's a ship.
Do you have a favorite ship?
None of them are real.
None of them are real.
Shenba hot take. Ships aren't real.
No, ships are real. My favorite ships are not real. I think they're mythical.
Oh, okay. So what's your favorite fictional ship?
Wait, is the Andromeda real?
Is that a spaceship or is that a
No,
ship?
like in Titus.
And Titus.
Titus Andromeda.
Yeah,
Like the
Titus-
stars.
No, yeah, but there's a
No,
there's
ship
a
in like the Titus lore. Is
Yeah,
that
but-
just a Shakespearean ship?
I don't know. It might be real. No, it is. It's a World War II ship.
Andromeda.
Huh.
Who'd they kill? Oh.
Wait, I'm like going back in time and having a repressed memory about learning about this and being obsessed with it, and then now I have no recollection of it.
You're back in the A-Push lore.
Dude, I loved A-Push. That was really such a great class. My teacher was a direct descendant of John C. Calhoun, but he was woke as hell. It's true. I think he lived in, I don't know if it was North or South Carolina. I think it was South Carolina. He was like a football coach / U.S. history teacher. And then he moved to L.A. And you'd think he would do not woke history, but it was really woke. And it changed my opinion of the South, which is that, like, I don't think I have that conception that it's, like, stupid and racist.
Thanks.
Yeah,
think-
let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Southern high five.
Southern High Five, yeah.
Sometimes when it's like, we're not that racist, like, do I high five?
Well, I think America is so racist
Mm-hmm.
that it doesn't actually make that much of a difference. I'm like the white girl who like will repost something on her Instagram but like not look twice when she walks past someone on the street, to me is not that different than someone who is like generous but like says a slur. They're both bad and they're both still in some way doing something that they think is meaningful. Though ultimately I'm not sure how much meaning there is because the world is in a really bleak place and we're losing all of our water.
That tracks.
Yeah.
No more ships.
That's
more
my
ships.
No
take.
more there's
No
no
more
water.
ships.
There's no ships. They'll just be land.
Cars. They'll just be cars.
She's from New York. The USS Andromeda's from New York.
We're still going to use this Andromeda.
Yes. Dude, I'm going to go home and read this entire Wikipedia page because I don't remember most of this.
It was decommissioned?
Placed out of commission at San Diego. Awesome.
Shout out.
How did she get there?
I do like that they're all girls. They're all lady ships. There are no man ships, you know?
No.
All ships are girls.
Yeah. Like me.
So Andromeda is also in Titus Shakespeare, and it's also a spaceship, I guess.
It feels like a shape.
A spaceship?
You could not do that. You have 4 takes of your line.
I didn't even get it in the end.
No, I know.
So I was asking if you could share your handle. You're blowing up
and
on
we got
TikTok.
here. Yeah, that's so fucking stupid.
USS Sad boy.
USS_sad boy. I only post front-facing content that I shoot at 2 a.m. before I go to sleep.
I love it. It's your
There's-
bedtime routine.
Yes. There's no forethought and there's no planning. To me, it is a digital diary.
And it's one take.
Yes. All are welcome. I say whatever I want. I recently said something feminist and people are not liking it. I think we are all going to die. We are in a really bleak and sad place. I saw a video that was like, when your girl asks for money, round up. If she asks,
I saw this.
If she asks for like she wants a matcha, don't give her $7. Give her 10. And then he like gives more examples, and one of them is like getting your nails done or whatever.
Tip your girl.
But it's like, hello? Like, truly and honestly, I think that is insane. One, what do you mean when your girl asks for money? Is he your dad?
Right.
And this is something that I've always stood by the feminism that I believe in because I believe in some level of liberation. I think we've like utilized language of liberation so much that we've just ended back at conservative values.
No, absolutely.
Like, something that I find truly insane is that people will like weaponize certain certain language to be like anti-interracial dating. Like the amount of shit that I'll get that's like, you're just a white boy lover. It's like, and that's okay. like the idea that it's like, oh, I'm supposed to, for some reason, for like the benefit of resisting colonialism, I can't date anyone who's not brown seems fucking absurd to me.
Right.
Like you can't throw the word colonialism in there to say you shouldn't date someone who's not of your race.
Right.
Being anti-interracial dating is bad. Like there's no world in which I'm like, that's a woke take.
Yeah.
That cannot be true.
You're so right. Yeah, there's no woke way to be against interracial dating.
Yes,
Yeah.
you just ended up back at segregation, but you like decided that it was in the benefit of the resistance that those things initially were.
Yeah.
That's super bad. And so I think like I'm getting all these comments that are like, it's not that crazy, girl. Like, I just don't want to spend my money. There's a girl who's like, I got a comment that was like, well, his money's our money and my money's my money. I was like, he's your boyfriend. Do you know how bad it is if I look like I'm defending men? You guys have fucked up so bad that I'm like, no. And also a big part of feminism in general is that it's not really about women. It's about being anti-patriarchy.
100%.
Oh my God. Oh, now men could maybe talk to their friends and they'd shoot less schools. Oh my fucking God. Half the reason they're also violent is they're so lonely and all they do is jack off alone. If they did less of that, if they did just less of that, they'd have a better time. Yeah.
Talk more, jizz less, you'll shoot less.
You'll shoot less.
both out of both weapons.
Yes. No, like
Shoot less sperm, shoot less
I
guns.
really believe this. And I also really believe that having like good and like honest and intimate and exciting sex makes you not really believe in war.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah.
Because a person who is truly and honestly like seeing a person in their complete form and essence in this like moment of intimacy can see all of humanity in that. Like if you can objectify everybody all the time, of course you're desensitized. You're not going to feel anything when you are hurting people.
Right.
But like honest and good sex makes you see the, like a level of humanness that I think is like very important beyond the understanding of empathy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if people don't do that often, like you can't do it once, like you have to do it often. You have to remind yourself of what that is.
Right.
Then you just end up being pretty pro-violence. I really believe this. I really think this. It's not that I'm horny. Like that's not what it is. I'm pro-sex for a lot of reasons, but that's all. Like that's why sex is really political. Like which is everyone's so fucking Puritan, which is like scary in a lot of ways. But sex is very political because if you can't have like good sex, like good, real, intimate, honest, authentic sex if you don't know who you are honestly and authentically.
Yeah.
So then you have to go on a whole
period.
journey of self-discovery in order to have like good sex so that you're not so violent. And that is why initially people were like, go to therapy and like run and whatever. And now everyone does all of those things as a method of like self-flagellation. People like go to therapy to tell themselves they're not being good well enough.
Right.
Weird. Or people will run until they're like, they've won a marathon. That's not what it was about. It was about like regulating your body. So it's like, we're so fucked. And that's where I always end up is I'm like, ugh, we couldn't even do wellness well. It like became another method of self-policing.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing.
Yeah, not to be woke. Sorry.
No, I love
I could have
that.
been funny. I could have been funny and I wasn't.
No.
Have more sex. Have more sex. Have more sex.
Have more sex.
And you won't want to bomb anyone.
You won't. You won't. I'm being really serious.
Okay, well, speaking of returning to Puritan values, have you been watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
I was going to use the exact same segue. That's brilliant.
Puritan values, Secret Life of Mormon Wives.
We locked in there. Any thoughts there?
No, but I do know she's beating the shit out of everybody. I know she's throwing chairs. Right?
Yes.
That's what it is? I skimmed
Yes.
that article. I skimmed it. I don't care that much.
I only really know about because I saw a TikTok that was ranking like lost media, and apparently this season is up on that list for him.
I don't care too much about white on white violence.
And that's woke. That's woke.
No, there's only so much to care about, but I do think it is crazy that she threw a chair. I do. I really got her. I'm gonna wait for her to get it together.
Damn.
I don't. And, look, Mormonism, is
Okay.
one of the few American-born religions.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is where it's ended up. And I think that says a lot about, I mean, the idea that one of the few American-born religions has its own reality TV show is like,
You're actually spitting.
duh. Like this, of course this is where
That's
it ended
America.
up. Yeah, like we're
Yeah.
so fucked up. Like, of course this is where it ended up. And she couldn't even utilize it to fame because she was violent. It's America. This is our whole country. Oh no, she threw a chair. We could have guessed. Have you seen pictures of her? She's got crazy eyes.
I don't think I've seen a picture of her.
You should.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Well, okay, so basically, like to very briefly recap what's been going on.
I think we got it. Someone got hit with a chair. I think that.
I was just gonna say season 1 of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, the pilot has the body cam footage of her being arrested for this. So like everyone knew she threw the chair. It just the video wasn't out. But The Bachelorette was coming out on Sunday. So The Bachelorette knew that she had DV arrest records, knew that she was unstable, knew that she was like provenly violent. And then they were like, this will be great for ratings. They put on The Bachelorette. They filmed the whole thing. It's supposed to come out Sunday. TMZ has the video of the chair throwing on Friday because there was another arrest that happened in February of new DV. So I guess it's the lost media, the lost season of The Bachelorette. And she also went back to her baby daddy as soon as it ended. So.
It's gonna be released in like 10 years as part of a documentary.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I give it 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're making documentaries before things even finish.
I know. Do you watch a lot of documentaries?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No. I wish I did, but I don't really like them. I don't love too many of them. The medium does not capture me.
There's and some could say reality TV is
No. You can
it's
stop there.
twisted documentary. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I could say that.
It is fictitious documentary. Well, no, but I mean, it's reality TV has like an overlap with documentary. One is just way more produced to be salacious, and one is, in theory, seeking the truth of.
I mean, they're both basically looking at real lived experiences as like representations of like sociology. So that's true. But one is made like garbage, and I won't say which one.
Yeah, documentaries. Yeah,
I had an ex-boyfriend who was really into documentaries, and it was always like, for my birthday, he wanted to go see a documentary. I was like, no.
Wait, what was it?
He wanted to go to a drive-in movie theater to see an MLK documentary, and I was like, I would love to do that, like in like a completely different context.
Wait.
What age birthday?
18.
Your 18th birthday drive-in MLK documentary.
Yeah, and he was white. I think that's even funnier. And also, not even close to like MLK Day, not close to it was just being played. And it was out of our way too. And I was like, I don't want to go to this. We dated for like 2 more years.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how long did you stay with him after that?
He's my longest relationship. He was really smart. The issue with dating someone smart is sometimes they want to do smart things when you don't want to.
My ex-boyfriend, who was really smart, also wanted to go to the drive-in, but he wanted to watch The Nun.
So we did go to a drive-in, but we watched Sandlot.
Way better.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Don't like Sandlot.
What?
I don't fuck with Sandlot.
What? It's like Moneyball for kids.
That is a good description. I have a lot of beef with it because when I was in elementary school, we could have watched The Sandlot or The Sorcerer's Apprentice with Nicolas Cage, and I really wanted The Sorcerer's Apprentice. And everyone wanted The Sandlot, so I just had a beef since then.
Totally.
That's how I feel about March of the Penguins documentary. We were supposed to watch The Princess Bride at summer camp, and then instead they were like, no, we need it to be more educational. Here's March of the Penguins, narrated by Benedict Cumberbatch, and he calls them penguins the whole time.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Documentary, you know.
Documentary.
This movie we used to watch was Atlantis, and I thought Milo Thatch was hot, so I had no beef.
Would you not watch a
was hot,
USS, what's it called? USS Andromeda's documentary?
Well, I probably will right after this.
So docs are okay if they're your special interest.
No, but there's maybe there's a difference. Maybe I probably won't watch a documentary. I'll probably watch like some very strange girls video essay.
No, and I love a YouTube video essay written by a lady.
Yeah, and that's not because I'm not sure why I find one more captivating than the other. I'm sure it's just like I'm more interested in how people have learned about something than I am in
The studio produced mega project.
Yeah.
Is it also like a nicheness too? Because I feel like the USAs there is a particular like niche to it versus a documentary, which although niche on a certain subject.
I think I like hearing people's takes. So it's like people aren't going to tell you their take without giving you context. So
Right.
you end up learning a lot by hearing what people have to say.
Mhm.
But then you also get to learn what people have to say. And you find out what you think about something. Because sometimes you'll be like, no. And then you'll be like, oh, I've learned a lot in this dissent. Thank you.
Well, maybe after the recording, we can find some video essays about the USS Andromeda. But for right now, I'm getting kind of hungry.
I'm a
Shenba,
little
you
hungry
hungry?
too.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? And then, guys, I think it's time for cheese.
Cheese time!
Cheese time.
Cheese time, cheese time, cheese time, cheese.
Cheese. Folks, it's that part of the episode where I bring a piece of cheese for us to try. And guys, we have a really interesting choice today. We'll just get right into it. Guys, I have a Violife Parmesan right here.
It's dairy free. We have a vegan cheese.
That is correct. Violife is a vegan Parmesan. And first of all, I just want to read the ingredients in the back. So I was just curious what else in this Parmesan.
It's like oil.
Filtered water is the first thing. Modified potato starch, potato and rice starch, coconut oil, sea salt, natural flavors, whatever that is, rice protein, glucose, citric acid, olive extract, beta carotene, vitamin B12.
B12 is good for vegans. We're always lacking.
Cool.
Ethan, how does this sit with you?
I went to 4 grocery stores to find this cheese. I went to 4 grocery stores to find this Parmesan. And frankly, I don't know how to feel.
You're not going to like it. I'll tell you that much.
Shenba, I agree. But this is an experience. I have challenged Carolyn quite a bit with my cheese selections. I'm happy to be on the other end of the challenge.
You're not going to like it at all.
Now, hear me out. I was a former vegan. I think it's really wonderful to open your mind and your heart, Ethan, to what people who can't eat the cheeses that you love.
It feels like dirt. It tastes like you are drinking water out of a cup that had cheese in it at one point.
Let's get into it.
I guess additionally, along with our cheese, we do have a nice prosciutto. And then paired with that, we have a nice white wine. It's a medium body white wine called the Azimut. It is a white wine from Spain. So let's get pouring some wine. Shenba, would you like some wine?
I would love some.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have the wine and the meat to temper the potato starch chunk.
Yeah, a lot of starch. I wonder what does the starch do exactly? I mean, I
Keep
assume
it together.
Yeah, with coagulation and all that.
Yeah, I think it's fair that Ethan has something that really, really challenges his core understanding of cheese, considering that's what I've done every week for the past year.
No, I know, but this is not cheese. This is wood.
Well, what does it say on the package? Violife is the brand.
Just like Parmesan.
Oh, that's the name of the product?
Just like Parmesan.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. I will say, may I just get a little smell off it?
Oh, it's disgusting.
It's really not good. It smells like a really processed. It smells like a cheese.
Oh, well, cheese, it smells good. It's got that nutritional yeast smell.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds, like I get cheeses, but also it reminds me of my grandmother's house. Because she had these Annie's mac and cheese.
Yeah.
They had the Annie's like cheese crackers.
Your staircase smells like pound cake.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You get pound cake? I feel like the first layer I get like layer box, and then I kind of
my building?
yeah.
Oh, tomato, litter box, pound cake,
Who's
potato
this?
starch.
Well, maybe that. I've never had a cat.
Oh, gotcha.
So I don't know what litter box smells like.
Well, I think I
It
smell
does
pound
smell
cake.
like
I don't think
pound
I smelled pound cake that smells like litter box.
Okay. That's
Okay.
good to know.
Okay, yeah, thank God. And Shenba, could you do me a favor? Could you hold this mic? Thank you. I just want to get a piece for us.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So cheese should not cut this smoothly. The Parmesan should not cut this smoothly.
It's not Parmesan.
It's
just like Parmesan.
Of course.
It's just
It should not bend that way.
Parmesan.
That's
Oh my
incorrect.
God, that's a
That's
chunk.
so much.
That's a
Don't-
big
That's
piece.
incorrect too.
Don't eat that much.
I might as well go all the way. Jim, would you like to grab a piece with us? Let's try it
Can we
together.
do a cheers?
Yeah, cheers.
To just like Parmesan.
Just like Parmesan.
Oh my God.
It's like dirt. It's like dirt. The way you solve that
Oh my
is
God.
you take a piece of prosciutto.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
The amazing thing
Oh
is
my God.
that I made them eat this.
I need something else in my mouth. I need it fast.
It's bad. Here's what you're supposed to do with it.
Oh,
Did you do this on purpose?
No.
Oh
You're
my
supposed to
God.
grate it on top of pasta. It tastes amazing. It melts really well.
No, I can imagine it melts well. It does feel kind of young. But young doesn't really feel like a good term for it because I don't think ever existed.
Yeah, are we aging the tapioca?
I don't know what that means, Carolyn.
Wait, you
It makes a great cacio e pepe.
really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm sure just taking a chunk isn't the ideal preparation.
No, even if you threw these on a piece of bread and threw it in the toaster for 2 minutes, you'd have a better experience.
But it tastes like
Bad.
the hippies vegan cheddar flavor,
Yeah.
which is like a
The
baked
garbanzo
cheese.
beans, Cheez-Its.
Yeah, it's like a white cheese Cheeto. That's the flavor of the parm. But I like this flavor when it's in like a puffed rice snack. Oh my God, he's going back in. It's a lot to like work through. This is a genius survival pairing. Yeah, tell me what you're thinking, Mr. Monger.
It's bad, but I don't hate it.
Really?
I don't think I hate it.
You can see the promise in it.
Yeah, like it's. I dare call it a cheese.
Well, it's like a cheese.
Right, of course it is like a cheese. But yeah, I don't hate it. There is like
There's a
there's a snacky
cheesy
taste to it. Yeah.
There's a nuttiness. There's
I don't get nuttiness.
there's a cheddariness.
Barely, but I can see it.
Does it taste like a parm to you?
No, it's not even close to a parm, but it's like edible. It is mostly wood though. It does feel like wood shavings.
See,
You're trying to find something pleasant to say about it. And you're trying really hard. You're like, oh, I was vegan for a
bad.
while.
It's bad, but we're also eating it wrong. And I know what you're thinking is you can't eat cheese wrong, but this isn't cheese. So we're eating it wrong. And I'm okay with that. And I could eat cheese till I was 16. So for those of you out there who are like, I'm anxious, but it's not bothering me yet. It's not bothering you yet. And cheese was one of my comfort foods. And I used to just go into the fridge and eat cheese.
right off the block.
Right. Ow.
Mm.
And I was really happy living that way. And now look at me. So I accept that it's bad. And I also know you can't find it very easily. However, there are some days where here are some things that cannot be replaced. I can't have gluten or dairy. And you're thinking, you seem so cool and so regulated. I didn't even guess you were an allergy kid. I know. I work hard. I don't want you to think, oh, it's a struggle to take her somewhere. It's not. It actually makes me seem very pretentious. Like we go somewhere and someone's like, do you want a slice of pizza? And I'm like, I don't. I can't. It just makes me seem like I have an eating disorder, but it's fine. Sometimes I'm really hungry and here are some things that are hard to replace if you can't have gluten or dairy.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza.
Right.
I found one near me that does great gluten-free vegan pizza. What's it called? It's called Rosa's Pizza. I'm not even going to gatekeep because I'm sure she has normal pizza, but this is amazing. And I got it the other day after I got my tattoo because I was like, well, I just sat there and put my body through like a little shock.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to eat the thing I'm craving. And it was really good. And I think this is the cheese they use.
You think it can melt on a pizza? Like a...
Oh, I think it was a different one. I don't know if it was
but the bread,
Parmesan.
yeah.
Okay.
But
No,
it does melt. It melts great.
I kind of like want to after do a vlog.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, we'll shoot some content after. We'll put it in the toaster oven.
I'm serious. It'll taste better.
I can see it working on pasta for sure. Like if you're having gluten-free noodles and then like marinara, you gotta grate some BioLife on
and
top.
it actually does taste good. Yeah.
Right. I think it's like the texture of a chunk is difficult.
Yes, it goes away when you grate it.
Right.
Because it tastes like the
changes to a different
granules.
matter.
Yes.
It's a different state of matter. Ethan, where's it sitting with you?
I don't hate it.
He keeps going back.
I know. Look, that piece kind of chunked off like a real cheese would.
No.
No, but look at the block. There's a little crumble.
I guess. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out because part of me, I think I do kind of like it.
You need to eat it with pasta.
Okay, we have
We'll
the
do a
whole
cooking
block.
challenge
Yeah.
later. Yeah.
Cooking challenge.
That's not bad. Well, I didn't try the prosciutto.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get some prosciutto?
That was necessary to
It was a chaser.
survive. Yeah.
It was the chaser.
You were actually really smart. I saw you do it preemptively and post. It was like your salt, shot, lime. No. Lime, shot, salt. No. Salt, shot, lime. I had it right the first time.
How would we rate this cheese?
How would I rate this cheese?
Yeah.
Out of 5?
Yeah.
Are we comparing it to real cheese? Or are we comparing it to other dairy? Because I've had other non-dairy cheeses.
I think just generally.
Like a 0.5.
Wow. Okay.
It's pretty bad. But it's good. But it's bad.
I love that it's giving cheese-like experiences to people with limitations. I think
It's bad.
I think it's doing a lot of good in the world. Because how else are you supposed to have cacio e pepe? You know?
It's great in a pasta.
I believe in its applications, so I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
That's so nice. Do you live your life like that?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Period. I went in giving this, thinking that I was going to give this a low number, like close to a 1, give it a 1.5. I give it a 2. I don't really hate it. It's not, I wouldn't call it a cheese, of course, because again, it's just like a cheese. But like, it's kind of fun to snack on. I feel kind of gross. Like kind of just eating it out of the block. I'm sure, again, if it's shaved, it makes the stuff, it tastes great.
Stay tuned for the TikToks where we play around with it.
Of course, but like on its own, I kind of just like, I like biting into it. I feel like a kid again in some ways.
Wow. It's like the cheese was spray, equally as fake and not cheese.
Yeah, it feels a little nostalgic in that way.
Wow.
I like that.
Well, folks, that's
Cheese time. Or I guess it's
just like cheese time. Cheese time, cheese time, cheese time.
None of it was real. All fake.
Cheese.
Just like.
Wow.
What interesting,
Not cheese.
I guess, cheese.
You said you were after off air. He's like, maybe it's a 3. I like the artificiality.
I didn't think we were going to air that, but yeah. Maybe 3.5. I don't know.
Wow.
I'll keep it crazy here.
Well, Shenba, as you know, we're cultural theorists, and you, I mean, theory out of the culture, out the wazoo.
A lot of theories for this episode. or a lot of culture.
And Shenba, when we have a guest on the show in our own episodes, we love to theorize on some media.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
And what have you brought today to share with the class?
Okay. I am bringing the Pitt, but I'm telling you there's a really high chance that I pivot while I'm talking.
Oh, I love this already. Okay, great. So, what's the Pitt?
Okay, so it is a medical drama.
Okay.
And I don't really like medical dramas. For many years, I made fun of Grey's Anatomy. And even though I think Shonda Rhimes is good at what
my
she
opinion
does.
is this is HBO Grey's Anatomy, right? Or my understanding?
No. I don't think so. And even though I think it is of the same genre, it has less to... It's so immersed in a way that I really was captivated by because I didn't want to watch the show. I initially just was in the room while someone turned it on. And before I knew it, I was like seated and watching episode after episode.
And you're caught up.
I'm caught up. Yeah, I just caught up, which is great because there's one more episode.
Right. Yeah.
And I really like it. I initially got into it because, not to be like representation matters, but there's a character named Dr. Mohan and she's brown and she's a doctor. And my grandpa is brown, a doctor, and his name is Dr. Mohan because that's his last name. So I sort of was like sitting, I think I was like cleaning my kitchen and my roommate was watching it and then I heard the word Dr. Mohan and I was like,
My grandfather? What you doing here?
Yeah, it's actually, I know that guy actually.
That's a real person.
So then I sat down because I was kind of interested in it and I've never actually ever watched anything that has ever made a reference to my real life.
Oh,
Like,
gotcha.
Nothing that like I don't think of, nothing inconsequential in my life makes its way to media just because of who I am. And so then it's like, oh, representation really does matter. I sat down and I watched 2 seasons of a show because someone had the same name as my grandpa. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So that I think is important, but that's not a hot take. But she's also a really great character and she's super hot.
Cool.
Which is awesome.
Love that.
Yeah.
So it takes place in an ER.
Yes. In Pittsburgh.
Is that why it's called the Pitt?
I think it's also called in the show, it's called the Pitt because it's like, they're like in the pits. Like it's colloquially understood that way.
Gotcha.
So everything is very high stakes. It's emergency medicine.
If I understand correctly, the whole season is throughout one day.
Yes.
The whole season is one
Yeah.
day?
So each thing is an hour of their shift. It's like really well done. It's a great show.
So it feels and the episode's an hour long? So it's very real time.
Yes.
That is so interesting. That is like taking the unity of time to the absolute extreme.
But it isn't actually paced where it's like each minute is a minute in the ER.
Yeah.
But each hour is an hour. So it's like very well. Each episode is very engaging and captivating in that way.
Cool. How accurate do you think the medical knowledge is?
I don't know. I've been told it is good and correct by people who are medicine adjacent or doctors.
Can you hit me through some of the emergencies? Like,
there's a lot of, so the first episode takes place on a day that is important to one of our protagonists, and it's a chaotic day. The first season. The second season is on the 4th of July. So the second season is very interesting because you get a lot of things that are 4th of July related. So like a fireworks accident,
cooking,
a lot of heat stroke, a lot of, like
grill.
Yes, like accidents that have to do. So
drowning. Oh, you guess you can't go to the ER.
Yeah, no, but there is. Wait. No, in
Water
season
damage to the lungs?
in season 1, like a kid falls in a pool or something, and then they have to like bring him and try to like bring him back. And anything to do with the kids always kills me because it's sort of like they all work really hard. I mean, the way the show is consumed, like post outside the actual hour that it exists, is like on the internet. It's like one of the few adult shows that like has a true fandom. Like these are all the like Harry Potter, Percy Jackson nerds are like back on the internet with something to say.
Wow.
Fandom in the shipping sense or like
yes.
Okay, got it.
Like really intense, which is crazy because they're doing it off morsels of moments of intimacy between people.
Is there much of a romantic arc on the show?
There are some, like from season 1 to season 2, people that we thought might get together, we find out now that it's been a couple months, like they are. But then there's others where it's like you just want it because you're seeing them next to each other, but like there's no reason.
There's a lot of Pitt fanfic circulating.
Yes, and I like that there's so many people who are so interested in it in terms of like the characters.
Right.
I do think it says a lot that people see people being nice to each other for maybe like an hour.
And they're like, they're in love.
They're in love. And it's like, no. Also, like, people have work crushes all the time.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything.
Right.
But it is really fun to hyperfixate on. And I do think that the discourse about it is really fun. And I like a lot of Pitt TikToks.
I do want to circle back to fandom and shipping. Did you ever engage in shipping communities or shipping culture? If you were in any fandoms as youth?
I guess. Like, but none of them felt like crazy. Well.
Okay.
No, none of them felt crazy. I mean, I was like a very intense Achilles and Patroclus.
Like from Greek mythology?
Shipper before Song of Achilles ever came out. Because I read the Iliad and I went, so they're fucking.
Shenba, that is amazing. Your main ship fandom was from the Iliad?
That is incredible.
That's amazing.
That's the longest fandom to ever exist. All literally.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's like my be reading Hamlet and being like, oh,
you could argue
Horatio and Hamlet want each other so bad, which they do. But.
You could argue that the Aeneid is fanfic of the Odyssey and the Iliad. Because there's one paragraph in the Iliad where Aeneas gets on a ship and leaves. And that
USS.
And then that starts the Virgil's Aeneid, where Aeneas gets on a ship and he leaves, and then he does everything, and then he starts Rome.
So everything is fanfic.
Well, I believe that. I think everything is a little bit fan. I mean, most like Paradise Lost is biblical fanfic.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So then it's like, so why? So who gives a shit if some 12-year-old does it for Harry Potter
for love of the game
when she's in middle school? It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. Thanks for listening to what I have to say about that.
And did you ever write fan fiction?
No, I was an original world builder. No, I have an imagination. I built my own worlds. This is a true. I used to do this as stand-up, but I don't do it anymore. I like had a Wattpad novel when I was like 12, where I like built a world where everyone was a prodigy.
Wow.
Everyone was a prodigy.
They were a prodigy in something.
Okay, and like who was the lead? Like who's the main character in this world?
Her name is Nereza.
And what was she a prodigy of?
People.
Get the fuck out of here. A prodigy of
people skills, EQ.
She's a people person.
So
a people person
prodigy? Yeah, that's what I had built.
It's beautiful.
Actually, for us, I will find and read the first chapter, which is like a paragraph.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to go to the notes app first. Oh no.
Your Wattpad is in your notes app?
Well, because I used to do it as stand-up, so I have it.
Okay. A prodigy of people. Carolyn, if you were a prodigy of something, what would you want to be a prodigy of?
I mean, I didn't know that was an option, but
Yeah, I mean,
I might want to be a
Okay,
people
ready?
prodigy.
It's a good option.
Chapter 1. Okay, you both are going to have to move the mic away from your mouths. You were going to laugh.
Okay, for sure. Okay.
Chapter 1. People. Everyone has a talent. And then they get their cutie mark, which is a symbol that symbolizes your talent. It's simple. You can control water, fire, earth, or wind. If you can't do any of those things, you join the Imperials. And then you're part bureaucracy. I have no tangible talents. I'm just good at people. I can tell you everything about someone pretty fast. I can feel every feeling because there's been a reason for me to have felt them all. But feeling a lot can be conflicting, and it's made me good for is being a counselor to the king. And then we get to chapter 2. And I like the first sentence of chapter 2. Chapter 2, tattoos. The war ended in 2045. And now we all work for the king. It's crazy. You guys should read this at a later date. I should publish it truly and honestly. I think it's really good.
I really relate to the lead. I don't think I'm a firebender or an air master or a water creature. I think I'm a people person.
But I think that says a lot about me at age 12 where I was like, I would never have powers. I would be in the government.
Yeah.
That was how I thought about myself.
I'm an adult.
I'm an adult. Yeah, I'm a fucking adult. I'd be in charge of all of this. I wouldn't be frivolous about it.
Counselor to the king. I'm just like, that's how you say I'm the person who would play Survivor. I'm a people person.
Circling back to the pit.
Told you. We're never going to get through anything.
I feel like I've learned so much.
Yeah, I've learned quite a bit. I've seen one screenshot from Pit season 2 where there is a mention of Anthrocon.
Yes, the furry convention.
Yeah. Are either you familiar with it?
I was after I watched the show. It's very educational.
Yeah, I was.
Wait, someone gets injured at Anthrocon?
No, they get hot because they're in the furry suit. It's the 4th of July.
Yeah. Don't laugh at that. It's a serious thing, Carolyn.
Heat stroke is real.
Yeah.
You've never gotten even mild heat stroke?
In a fursuit, it's a sauna in there.
Because sometimes an outfit is really good and it only works with a jacket, and then you get mild heat stroke on the train. And you get very hot and you can't breathe and you start sweating, and then you have to step outside, and then the train has to pass you, and the wind from the train is what cools you down.
Or the flip side, you decide not to wear a jacket because the outfit doesn't need a jacket and you get too cold and you
And
freeze.
it's really cold in there too.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Didn't know it was called Anthrocon.
I've been to Anthrocon. Well, not been. I was around the same time Anthrocon happened.
So you know that's
Those are two very different things. Which is it? You stuck your head in the lobby?
No, when I graduated high school, I went on a road trip with 3 of my friends, and we stopped in Pittsburgh when Anthrocon was happening. And as we were looking for somewhere to eat, we saw a bunch of furries.
And you decided to eat where they were?
Well, I mean, we kind of had to.
So you went inside and got like a sandwich from
we
Anthrocon?
didn't go inside Anthrocon, but we went to restaurants outside Anthrocon.
To people watch. Creature watch.
No, we just ate, and then furries would come in throughout. Yeah.
I used to be very anti-furry, and I'm not anymore.
I'm working.
Same,
I'm
yeah.
working on like I know it's the wrong take to be anti-fur, and I'm not anti. I just am still learning about the culture.
I just think it's good for people to have community in third spaces.
Yeah.
If the only way to do that is in some kind of a suit, because that makes you feel disconnected from your true identity and able to make friends, like have at it.
Yeah, and also I think most furries I've been like really just chill. They're really
Oh,
cool.
I definitely think you're probably a better person if you're a furry. I'm just like
Better than what?
I think you've had to like overcome some hurdles in life. I think you've had to work on some self-acceptance. I think you're used to judgment, therefore you know how to not judge others. I think it probably makes you a good person. I'm just still like working through my biases.
What would your fursona be if you were a furry?
What would my persona
A
be?
fursona.
Sorry, what would my fursona be?
Yeah. Like if you were an animal that was like
Well,
furified.
let me clue in Shenba. So I've got a taxidermy fear. I struggle with animation, and I don't really do animatronics.
You struggle with animation.
Don't do
It
this
quite
one.
makes sense to me. Like the human voices around the animals moving, and it's very simple suspension of disbelief. But as soon as there's an animal involved, my brain like short circuits. I got scared at the aquarium, and my friend had to like narrate their voices, and that helped a little bit. The beluga whales were like really freaking me out. It's so much muscle under that skin with very few bones.
So it doesn't seem like you're scared of animation at all. It seems like you're just scared of animals.
Yeah, I guess it's that. No, but I'm not scared of them. I'm scared of when they are like, if they're just on their own, I love them. I'm scared when like humans get involved. Like I'm scared of zoos, but I'm fine with any animal in the wild. I don't like when humans are involved in their existence. And then especially like if you kill it and skin it and then hang it up in your wall, that's
Well,
weird.
taxidermy is scary.
That's what started the fear.
Right.
The core of it is taxidermy. But I've just found more reasons why I'm right over time.
No. I think you just let the fear develop instead of pushing the fear that it's like.
I was at a restaurant last night with a warthog head and a deer head, and I was so regular.
Good job.
Thanks.
That's amazing.
Thank you. I've worked really hard. All that to say, this is a hard question.
You've never seen BoJack Horseman?
No.
Really good.
It's a great show.
Yeah. Caroline, I'm gonna let you think on your persona. Shenba, what would your persona be?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't, but for the sake of the question,
Yeah.
well, my favorite animal is a giraffe, but that wouldn't be my persona.
It'd be a fun
That's
persona
a
though.
long neck piece you got to work at, and your head's gonna come out like here instead of up here.
Yeah, it's like the Toys R Us mascot.
Giraffe is a good favorite animal. The kid I nanny, his favorite animal is a giraffe, but in his mind, zebra and giraffe are like go together. Like his favorite animals are zebra and giraffe.
Well, they're in the
interesting.
same genus.
No, they're not.
They live in the same place.
No, I think they're part. Or
They're mammals.
I think I'm an okapi and a zebra. My bad.
A zebra and a giraffe are like very different.
Well, they're different, but they're in the same. We're not doing.
They're in the same class.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know the politics of.
Oh no, maybe they're in the same genus because it's a genus class species.
Right.
They might be in the same genus.
Okay.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Thank you.
I guess I'd be a cat.
That's a good first, huh? Yeah.
I guess I would be something cat adjacent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like maybe a big.
Because if
cat.
I was gonna be a furry, I'd be a sexy one.
Oh,
I don't
you
think
kind
I
of
want
have
the
to
whole
be.
suit.
Yeah.
Can I just like wear a cat Halloween costume, or the whole point is the suit?
Yeah.
Then I'm out.
You can do
I'm
the
not
helmet.
sure. Yeah, see, that's the other thing. I think because I don't feel liberated by covering my whole body. I feel liberated by the opposite. So I think that I'd feel very suffocated and like claustrophobic in a fursuit. But that doesn't have to do with my fact that I would be. That's really just
No,
a
I
difference.
would really struggle in a fursuit unless there's like a world where I'm like on like a Sesame Street live tour and I'm like the Abby understudy or something maybe.
What?
Because
So you would be a girl.
I could be a Muppet but not an animal, you know?
Huh.
I think this is just the fact that you think they're weird.
Guys, I'm trying to make progress.
She's trying to make progress, but
I
she's
could
just
be like-
finding new ways to.
I
Not
could be
make
like
it.
Sally from Charlie Brown at the amusement park where
Yeah,
I'm
that's
from,
because Sally's a girl.
where peanuts are the characters.
She's scared of animals.
Yeah.
She's posing the thesis completely wrong. She's just scared of animals. Wait, my mom's calling me. Should I pick
On
up?
air, yes. Tell her she's on air.
Hey, I'm recording a podcast. You want to say hello to the podcast? You can say no. Well, there's two. It's not live. The hosts of the podcast are here,
And you are on mic.
and then I'm in front of a mic. So then you can be heard. But I was just talking about the pit. Oh wait, she said hello. Okay, wait. Say hello again.
Hello.
Hi, Shenba's mom.
Hi, Shenba's mom.
Yay! Okay, I'll call you when I have time between a meeting and a show. Love you.
I would be a lizard since we moved past my.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to ask you.
Yeah, since we moved past my persona, I'd be a lizard or a scaly. That's
But there's
not
no
it.
fur.
Well, that's what they call scalies.
A scale.
Yeah, that's within the furry community.
You're a scaly. We would be a kitty.
No, you guys would just be furries.
I'm learning so much today.
Yeah, we could do a whole episode about it.
I'll work on my fear of the natural order of Animalia and
I think you should start with animation.
Agreed.
Animation is not affecting anybody. It's actually a positive thing.
well, I like the ones that are people based.
Nope, I'm telling you to start like animal-based
So
animation.
Bolt.
Like
Bolt
is a great one because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people. Like he's the only animal.
You guys want to watch Bolt?
Or the one where Tom Holland is a scientist and he makes Will Smith a pigeon.
Oh yeah,
That's a great movie.
That's actually
I
really
don't
good.
remember what it's called.
I forget what's Wingspan. No.
That's a great name for it though.
yeah.
It might be something that's like Secret Agent Pigeon, but let's look it up.
I
That
like
sounds right,
Rio. Rio about the macaws.
Rio's
Yeah,
really
it's a
good.
great
I like Rio.
movie.
And I like Ratatouille. And
Also a good animal movie.
I like the classics. I like the B movie, of course. I guess
Like-
that's an insect, so I'm not
So
really...
it's again, we're going back to my initial thesis that had nothing to do with animals. You just think they're weird. You don't like the weird,
Yeah.
which is just a bias. I love the weird. Everyone who's weird, keep being weird and be weird together and shoot less schools. I
Second that.
want everyone to be in a community and have a third space so that there's less gun violence.
Agreed.
I agree.
Okay,
I'm
wait.
just not going to the
It's
zoo.
called Spies in Disguise.
I think Wingspan's better. I think
Wingspan makes it sound like it's a serious movie.
Yeah.
Oh, you know the final boss of the genre that I can't do? Like Fantastic Mr. Fox.
like stop motion animation.
Stop. The visual style,
Ooh.
that's like the big hurdle for me to get over. I'll get that.
And you should keep that opinion to yourself.
No, I know it's a fantastic movie.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my
It's
god.
on the wall.
Oh
It's
my
literally
god.
right here.
Poser.
It's my boyfriend's. But that is like the final boss of my animation fear.
Have you seen Marcel the Shell?
Yeah, that's fine because it's not a mammal. It's the mammals that I struggle with.
I don't get this one.
It's inconsistent.
I know. No,
Well,
trust
but
me, I
it's
know.
the mammals that I struggle with the most.
But they're the most like us.
No,
That's why I get confused when they're talking with people voices.
you should have listened to the last episode. Carolyn doesn't like werewolves, but loves Bigfoot. And I tried to figure that one out.
Because werewolves seem less pretend than Bigfoot.
I think it is just a do I like them or do I not?
And I think you're so right, yeah.
And it is not based on anything at all except a vibe.
Yeah, I was fine to swim with dolphins.
Yeah.
And dolphins are scary.
It is a vibe. It's a vibe. Dolphins are also sexual as fuck. Dude.
Yeah. They're gross.
They're really nasty.
Yeah.
I know. I'm really lucky that I was like 20 years old before I realized how sexually aggressive they were.
They're nasty.
Well, but there's a lot of sexual aggression in many
what
animals.
movie is it where the dolphin, like, it's some Adam Sandler movie
Oh, I think
that has like a huge dolphin humping scene.
Oh, I have not.
was it
seen
Grown Ups?
I think it might.
I think it was
be.
Grown Ups. Wait, have you guys seen the news report about the guy who got kidnapped by dolphins and apparently it was asked by the dolphins to build the world of Atlantis?
That's not real.
Well, I don't know if it was real, but like the news report happened. The news report where the guy was like, I was kidnapped by dolphins. They made me build Atlantis.
That's
And they gave me
psychosis.
air for 3 days.
That is psychosis.
Well, I wasn't him. He could have saw the dolphins. I'm not sure.
This is actually a story about himself.
The pit. Okay.
The pit. So is there one medical skill that you've learned from the television show?
No, but sometimes when I feel like I'm stressed out, I do imagine. So in the pit, when there's like if blood is pooling in the lung, they will like they will cut through it to give it air, basically.
Right.
Which sometimes when you feel like you're having a panic attack, the only way you can get air is like through your breathing.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's become very helpful for me to imagine that I could get air directly from my chest, because it's like I like watched a show where they've cut a chest open and you can see the air like help the pressure relieve itself. And it's like truly brought me peace.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was really anxious a couple days ago and I just was like walking and I was like,
My chest is being
like,
sliced.
yeah, I just literally feel like I need to get it out of my chest as quickly as possible, and like visualizing it leaving like easily and directly was like so much quicker for me. And while I was doing that, I was breathing and then I was fine.
Thanks, the pit.
Thanks, the pit.
Which is like, I obviously just had a weird woo-woo spiritual take on that, and that's fine. That's what I always do. But, and they use the phrase intubation like fucking 8 times an episode. I didn't even know anybody ever did that. It's amazing.
You can do a lot through a tube.
Yeah.
You can feed, breathe.
It's amazing.
Drug.
It's amazing. Well, I think that the pit handles like difficult subjects really well in live time. So their most recent episode had an ICE agent.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And it was, some people are mad that it wasn't woke, but it was like, you're not going to have an episode where like all these doctors who come from different walks of life and clearly have different political ideas are going to be like, fuck you, get out of it. But the fact that they did an episode on ICE in such a, like now, like
Right.
today, like
Yeah.
so we're not doing it 10 years from now where we know that it's, we've like done, we're on the right side of history because we're safe from it.
Yeah.
Like to do it in live time, I think is really important.
Mm-hmm.
And they did such a good job. And the woman that the ICE agents are detaining is not Hispanic. She's Indian, which I thought was a really smart thing to do because like that does happen a lot. And all the women in the hospital are trying to get her to get a phone call, but all the men are like, let's just get them out of here. Like it was just like it was so well done on how like different types of people respond to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And people in the waiting room start leaving when they realize ICE agents are there. It was just like so well done. They had a couple episodes ago, they had a girl come in to basically get like kit test done.
Right.
And it is like truly one of the best depictions of the aftermath of like sexual violence, because it's so like it has to be done in such a sterile environment and like everyone around you is being very gentle and you feel very like out of body.
Mm-hmm.
But it isn't the like trauma porn that like happens in most media that's
Right.
like, let's watch this girl be harassed and assaulted and then we've like learned something about sexual assault, which is not true.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody learns anything when you do rape on screen.
Right.
That's like nobody learned anything.
Yeah.
Everybody already knew it was violent and most of the audience has already been through it.
Mm-hmm.
So why did you do that? This was incredible because one, it was something that people don't see. It was done so like gentle and it like made me cry, but not in a way where I felt like triggered or upset. Like it was just like such a beautiful way to describe the aftermath of this complicated thing.
Mm-hmm.
The only other piece of media that I've ever seen that does that about an issue so complicated is Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson. I read it in 6th grade. Not a hard read. You should read it.
My friend loaned me that book and I never read it.
It's a great book. It'll take you like an hour and a half.
It's in my childhood bedroom.
Yeah.
I'll pick it up next time I'm home.
You literally should. It's so well written. She wrote another book called Winter Girls, which is about having an eating disorder that I think is also really strong, but not as good as Speak. A lot of my friends who have like experienced sexual violence after they've had some time, I've been like, you should read this book. Which like I read it when I was 11. Like it's not a hard read.
Yeah.
It is the exact like nowhere in the book is it anything described. Nowhere in the book is anything like there's no graphic. It's all implied because the thing is, it's not about being sexually assaulted. It's about Sorry Baby, I think does that really well. Have you seen that movie?
I've been meaning to watch Sorry Baby.
So I'm like, oh, people are finally letting women talk about it the way that it feels, which is, it has nothing to do with the moment that it happens. When men talk about sexual violence on screen, it's like, and we all have to sit there and watch it for 7 minutes. That is not what we need.
Yeah.
So I thought the Pitt did that really well. It really moved me and it was so well done. And whoever acted as the girl was like excellent. And I hope she continues to get booked in a million things. I just think the show's really good because it does a lot of that really well. Like a show that talks about sexual violence and ICE and like they talk a lot about like foster care because they talk a lot about like big issues in a way that is really normal because they're running around this hospital.
Right.
I just think it's really well done.
And I think some of the beauty of healthcare is that like identities aren't really relevant in the situation.
Yeah, it's not.
Like, you know, healthcare professionals are committed to helping whoever comes in.
And it is and it isn't because there's like, they also, I think, talk about class and race really well. Like when they have patients who are Black women whose pain often gets overlooked.
Yeah.
Like different doctors advocate for different things. That comes from their own personal experiences. And you're like, of course, this doctor would be more gentle with this type of patient because they've been there.
Yeah.
And then like doctors that have had experience with substance abuse or rehab are a lot gentler and kinder to like unhouse people who come in with substance abuse problems that have like brought them to the point of needing emergency care. And it's sort of like, there's a constant reminder that's like, our job is not to be judgmental.
Yeah.
And I think just like watching people go through something where you're like, whoa, really gently is good for people to be consuming at the level that I think they're watching the show. Which I think it's crazy that the takeaway from all that is like, I want these two doctors to fuck each other. Which is like, I agree, it's so fun. But I think just as much as we do the ships and stuff, we have to be more empathetic. And
yeah, look at the radical compassion.
Yes.
And also the nuance of it.
Yeah, it's a very nuanced show. I really like it.
Great.
Pitt.
Bookester season
Pitt.
6, 2,
Yeah.
3.
Oh, wait.
I'd be great on it.
Oh, wait.
I'll be a victim.
A question for the three of us.
I could be a nurse.
If we were patients in the pit, what would we want the treatment to be? What would we want the illness to be? What would we want the dreams?
I don't know why I want to say this, but my gut instinct is like college girl stomach pumped.
Oh.
There was one kind of like that recently where she bit her tongue.
No, I just want like a classic alcohol overdose in like a party setting and realize that binge drinking is not the most fun you can have as like a 19-year-old.
That's a good one.
And I don't know what happens when you get your stomach pumped, so I kind of want to learn. So I guess I could just Google that. Like, what do they pump? Intubation.
Yeah, literally. I feel like it would be something that's not visible. Like I'd be there and I'd be like, my stomach really hurts. But like really, like I don't know what's going on, guys.
You could have a UTI that goes to kidney.
That seems like what I would be there for.
Yeah. Ethan, what's sending you to the ER?
I had two options. There's a Grey's Anatomy episode where someone falls in concrete and they kind of end up as like a boulder. That's one.
He comes in as a boulder.
As a boulder, and like his head sticking out, going like, "Hey, can you guys chisel me out?" That's one. The second is glue trap.
Glue trap?
Yeah, I want to fall in a big glue trap, and they roll me in, and like we gotta get them out.
These
of the
are
glue trap.
such comic.
So these are huge. You've done something.
Yeah, it's like I thought.
And you want the environment to come with you to the ER.
Exactly.
You want the glue to come with you. You want the concrete to come with you.
I want to come in a prop. I want to come in a prop.
You want to challenge the costume department.
I want to be like the Anthrocon furry in this season. I want to be the glue trap boy. Or the boulder boy. One of the two.
Wow. Well, that's the Pit.
That's the Pit. We learned a lot about doctors.
Learned a lot about doctors.
And furries.
Furries. Just like cheese. Just like cheese.
Just like cheese. Mormons.
Mormons.
Sex?
Everyone needs to have sex.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone needs to have sex, and then you won't want to kill anyone.
Agreed. Second that for sure.
And
Shenba, where can folks find you? Anything you want to promote?
plug a clock.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Okay.
Like, truly and honestly, it doesn't matter. I'm positive that I will be tagged in something. So that's where you can find me. I'm doing nothing important. Like, nothing I'm doing is important. I'm talking about my sex life most of the time. I would rather, and I mean this, I would rather you have sex with someone than you come to my show.
That's radical
Yeah.
and beautiful.
Yeah, I would rather you have fun sex with someone that like is exciting than come to, who gives a shit about it? Like, who cares about that? Go experience joy and intimacy. Go out with your friends to 3 locations. Start at someone's house, go to a bar, and then go to something that dances. Doesn't have to be a club. There are bars that dance. I prefer those. You don't have to see it. You don't have to see you don't even have to support anybody's comedy show. It's a waste of your time. Go do those 3 things with your friends. Now, if you don't want to do those 3 things, great. Yeah, come to my comedy show. Like, that's fine. That's fine. Then I have an audience full of people who aren't doing what I think they should be doing.
And you'll call them out.
I literally would be like, you guys should not be here. You should be having sex with somebody.
And maybe they'll meet at your show and fall in love.
Mm.
Meet cute at Little Birdy.
I would love that.
Speaking of Little Birdy, check them out.
Yeah. Yeah, fine. I'll do the thing I have to do.
If you're not going to be with your best friends, living life, living in the moment.
Fucking.
I host a comedy show first Friday of every month. And we usually have a great lineup. And then in June, it'll be me and Lizzie's half hours. So,
Oh, congratulations. That's great.
yeah, come see me and Lizzie do half hours. And you're like, who's Lizzie? You think I'm doing all this traipsing around New York City alone? Wrong. I'm so well regulated because I have a best friend. Tag my best friend.
Tag you. We love you, Lizzie. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tag Lizzie.
Yeah.
And you can find the pod at that.tracks with a Z.pod on Instagram and on TikTok. Eythen,
Yeah.
where do they find you? What are you up to?
I'm on Instagram at Eythen, EYTHEN_Anthony. I'm on TikTok. I do not drink water. I have lookalike contests.
Yes, he does. Guys, this is a really big deal. The Eythen lookalike contest is at
Maria Hernandez Park
on
April 4th.
You need to come looking like Eythen. And if you look the most like Eythen in whatever abstract artistic way he decides, you will win $50.
$50. Every underweight white man in Bushwick will be there. Why would you want to miss out? Carolyn, where can folks
Also,
find
my
you?
mom and dad and brother and sister are coming, so it's gonna be really fun.
Oh, sick, hell yeah.
The content of all of us in the beanies and the mustaches, gonna go crazy.
That'd be great.
You can find me at Carolyn Ousler, CarolynOursler on Instagram, Carolyn828 on TikTok. Maybe I'll learn from Shenba and start doing a going to bed diary on my
Yeah.
TikTok. And Shenba, you gotta find her through the algae. She's not giving it to you.
No, go hang out with your friends. Get off your phone. Get off the internet. You don't need to know who I am. That is not good for you. I'm not famous enough for that to be good for you. And I have no interest in pitching myself to be famous enough. It's of no interest to me. But I do hope we can be friends.
And folks, we'll see you next time.
Bye!
Bye.